Welcome to Verbal Pick Radio, where we give you a verbal image of life, and we are everyday people. I'd like to welcome you all to the show. We're getting into a topic dealing with health, and the reason why we're getting into this topic dealing with health is because Brother Robert Taylor sent me a video of a elderly white woman, and she was stating that the level of diabetes is high amongst Harlem, New York, and she stated that it couldn't be genetics because the level of diabetes is low in Africa. And she pointed out to the fact that the cow's milk that is shipped up to New York are being raised near chemical plants, which contaminates the milk. They send that up to New York in Harlem, and now Harlem has one of the highest rates of diabetes. And so it made me think for a minute. And I said to myself, well, Verbal Pick Radio is a show that comes up with solutions and answers to problems. And we dig a little bit deep on this show. So I wanted to read to you all something from How to Eat to Live by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And it's chapter 2. And the title is How to Keep Food from Hurting Us. Honorable Elijah Muhammad says, I thank Allah in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, to whom praises are due forever, for bringing to us life and light so that we may be able to enjoy life and to enjoy that life longer than we have previously enjoyed it. Many years could be added to our lives if we only knew how to protect our lives from their enemies. As he, meaning Master Farad Muhammad, said to me, food keeps us here. It is essential that we eat food which gives and maintains life. That same food destroys life. Therefore, to keep this food from destroying our lives, we must protect our lives as well as we possibly can from the destruction of food. If we eat the proper food and eat at the proper time, the food will keep us living a long, long time. Eating 3 and 4 times a day is to your stomach as dripping water is to a stone or iron. The dripping water will eventually wear the stone and iron away. But just to look at the water, it does not appear powerful enough in its dripping to wear the stone and iron away. It is the same with food. We continuously put it into our stomachs to be digested, and eventually it will destroy the stomach. If we let our stomachs rest a while and gain strength, they will last longer in doing a job of digesting food for us. Eat 1 meal a day and eat the foods that will not harm you so quickly. You do not have to go into a long, detailed knowledge of what foods you have to eat, because wrong foods has already been pointed out to you. Foods such as pig, which is swine, nuts, white flour, meats, of course. We eat some meats, the wrong kind of peas, the wrong kind of breads, half-cooked breads, too many starchy foods, and too many sweets. All of these foods destroy us. Bread should be cooked thoroughly and slowly, and if you have plenty of time, cook the bread 2 or 3 times, and then eat. Meat should also be cooked 2 or 3 times. Eating great meals of highly seasoned and sugared pastries is definitely not good for us. They must surely will take years off of your lives away. You may eat some sweets, but do not make an entire meal of sweets and eat them every day. Fruit is good for us. We should eat plenty of fruit. To live a long time, eat once every 24 hours or once every 48 hours if you are able to do so. But if you have heavy manual work to do, do not try to eat once every 2 or 3 days. And if you eat once a day, you should fast every month for 2 or 3 days. By doing that, there will be no poison left in the body at the end of the year to make you sick even 1 hour. I would like for you who try to live and eat just as the book teaches you to please send me a letter telling me of the results that you have gained from eating like this article teaches you. I repeatedly teach that the way Allah in the person of Master Muhammad has taught us to eat will do away with many doctor bills and do away with many maiming of the limbs caused by certain diseases. Sugar diabetes can be controlled and cured if you only eat right. Stay off of sugar and starchy foods and leave those old white potatoes alone. Do not eat spaghetti and macaroni at every meal. If you are overweight, do not eat it at any meal. And if you want to live a long time, do not eat it at any meal. Food such as spaghetti and macaroni is processed, not cooked thoroughly, and is hard to digest. There are some people who claim that they do not receive beneficial results as they should. This is due to wrong mental food that they are eating, which has an effect on our digestive system. To get good results from eating the proper foods, we must have good thoughts. And that was from chapter 2, How to Eat to Live by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And, knowledge is power, even in what foods to eat, because that knowledge of what foods to eat will help sustain your life, prolong your life, and you can do it in good conscience because you know what is behind what it is that you are doing. So you're confident that it works because it's been tried and tested. And then you have people who can test to the fact that what Elijah Muhammad was taught was right and exact, and it was beneficial and was good for us and our people. So pick up the book. And and if you want to know some of the things that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught and said that it's not in books, then get the word direct from his minister, Minister Farrakhan. You can listen to some of the broadcasts, get some of the DVDs, listen to the Savior Days, and you will get more enlightened and more knowledge on what to do to protect yourself. I mean, we living in a time to where we have to have vision. And I'm talking about we have to think in an analytical, mathematical way so we can visualize the future, so we can know whether to go right, left, which way to go forward, what's coming, what's not coming, where we should store away in our storehouses, actually to protect yourself, because as my understanding and what I've researched is that the teaching is to prolong life and have life more abundant and have a upright life and enjoy some of the God's green creation and nature and things and whatnot. This is Verbal Pick Radio. Thank you all for listening. We're out, and you all enjoy your day.